There is nothing more refreshing on a hot summer day than an ice cold glass of lemonade. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make your own homemade lemonade, and it will be absolutely delicious. Before we get into that, this video is sponsored by Coldest Water, and Coldest has one enemy, and that is hot. And their goal is to bring to you water bottles and other accessories that can help you keep the coldest water possible and a cold lemonade, because yes, you can put lemonade and other drinks in your coldest water bottle. It's insulated, it's made of stainless steel, and it's pretty durable, so when I'm working out in the garden, I keep it close by with water or lemonade in it. And then of course, when I'm in the car and I'm on a trip, I'll fill it before I leave, and it reduces my environmental footprint because I'm putting less plastic bottles into the landfill. Okay, now let's make some lemonade. Making homemade lemonade is as easy as 1, 2, 3. One, you're going to need about 3 cups of lemon juice, and I'm going to cut these lemons in half and squeeze the juice out of them, and hopefully I'll come up to about 3 cups. If not, I do have some lemon juice in the fridge, some bottled real lemon juice that I can use to kind of top it off in case I need to. 2, you're going to need about 2½ cups of sugar, and we're going to make a simple syrup with number 3, some water. We're going to use about 6 cups of water, and we're going to take about half of the water to make the simple syrup. Now, why do we need to make the simple syrup? Well, if you've ever tried to make lemonade or iced tea before, sometimes when you pour that sugar in and you stir and stir and stir and stir and stir, it's difficult to get that sugar to dissolve. So if you make a simple syrup, that takes the hard work out of it. It just makes it that much easier. So let's go ahead and get this started. So the first thing I'm going to do is measure out my 2½ cups of sugar. So I've got 2½ cups of sugar in a saucepan, and now I'm going to add 2½ cups of the water. And I already know from using this measuring cup previously about where the 2½ cup mark is. And it's not an exact science. I mean, it's lemonade. Now I'm going to take this over to the stove and turn it on medium heat. And I'm going to give it a gentle stir. And from the looks of this, I probably should have used a medium saucepan. I think I'm going to switch this out. All right, there you go. And I'm just going to give this a gentle stir. And you can see that the larger saucepan was better because I can stir it a little easier and not have to worry about it splashing all over. Now, while this comes to a simmer and dissolves, I'm going to go and start working on my lemons. And I'm going to wash the lemons because, of course, when I squeeze the lemons, anything that's on the skin might drop into my juice. So I'm going to give the lemons a good scrub, and then I'll give them a good squeeze. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I got this little vegetable and fruit scrubber from the Grove Collaborative, and it's really nice. I'll put a link to the Grove in the description box just in case you're interested in checking them out. I've actually got a baker's dozen lemons right here. So what's a baker's dozen? Well, a baker's dozen is actually 13. The baker would throw in an extra product, an extra donut, an extra pastry or whatever, just as a show of appreciation for your business. So I've got a baker's dozen of lemons here, and one of them I am going to set aside to use as garnish. So I'm going to slice this one in tiny little strips so that I can use it to put on my glasses. So those are dried off. And one little trick to help get the juice from your lemon is to give them a good roll on the counter before you start to squeeze. And I need about 3 cups of lemon juice, and I don't know if I'll be able to get that much from this dozen lemons. But if not to worry, I've got a bottle of real lemon juice in the fridge. I'm just giving this syrup a stir. I want to make sure that all of the sugar is dissolved, and then it needs to cool before I put it in with the lemon juice. So I wanted to have the syrup started while I'm working on getting the juice expressed. So I'm going to let that sit and squeeze those lemons. So I'm going to cut this lemon in half, and then I'm going to squeeze the juice into this cup. And I need about 3 cupfuls, so. The lemon juice that I've squeezed from my dozen lemons. I probably could have used 4 or 5 more, but that's what I had. Now, one thing I want to share with you is that when you're making homemade lemonade, it's about a 2-to-1 ratio, about 2 cups of water to 1 cup of lemon juice. So I'm going to have 3 cups of lemon juice and 6 cups of water, and you can adjust the water or lemon juice to your desired taste. I did start with 2.5 cups of sugar in 2.5 cups of water to make my simple syrup. And when I add that together, if it's not sweet enough, I can always add more sugar. And here's the other thing. If you don't have enough lemon juice, or you don't have any lemons, but you do have a bottle of real lemon juice, you can make lemonade with that. Just go along and use the same recipe that I gave you, about a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 cups of water and 1 cup of lemon juice. Make your simple syrup with your water, and then when you put it together, you want to make it sweeter or tartar as your family desires. So now I'm going to add a little bit of this real lemon juice. Oh, and if your children is like my children when they were younger, they didn't like anything with pickles in it. What's a pickle? Anything that floats. If it's green, if they can feel it or taste it, they didn't like it. So a pickle was an onion, a green pepper, or pulp. So I always made sure to buy pulp-free juices. So if you're making homemade lemonade, there's going to be a little bit of pulp in here, so you might want to put it through a strainer after you've got the lemonade made. So now I'm going to pour my lemon juice . My remaining 3 cups of water . And here's my simple syrup, and there's about 3 cups of the syrup in water. We'll give this a stir. And it looks like I've got a few seeds in here. I'll get those out. If you make fresh squeezed lemonade, you're gonna have a few seeds. Now let's see if it's sweet enough or if I need to zhuzh it up a little bit. It's pretty tart. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more sugar. That's probably about half a cup. Now let's pour a glass. I like my ice crushed, so I used crushed ice for this. Let's add a little lemon slice for garnish. So now we've got a nice, beautiful glass of lemonade, but now how does it taste? It's delicious. Absolutely delicious. And the last thing you're going to want to do is add 2 or 3 cups of crushed ice to your lemonade. That way, as that ice begins to melt, it'll just help to dilute your lemonade just a little bit more, because when you first make it, it can be just a little bit tart. If you didn't catch the recipe for this lemonade, don't worry about it. Just click on the link in the description box and it'll take you to my website and you can grab the recipe from there. And don't forget to visit our sponsor, Coldest Water. Right now is the perfect time to grab some Coldest Water gear so that you can keep your lemonade and other beverages cool while you are on the go. And to see more of my homemaking stories, click here. In the meantime, this is Denise Jordan saying you are not done yet. Click on the link in the comment section below and check out another of my homemaking stories. And I will see you next time.